Now let's see this exercise. Given sine theta is set 5 over 5 and cos theta is 2 set 5 over 5. Find the exact value of the 4 remaining trigo functions. So now we know that our sine is positive, our cos is also positive. So obviously we are in the first quadrant, okay, quadrant 1, because here all sine is positive. So now let's find tangent. Tangent is just sine over cos. So just take the value of sine, divide by the value of cos. Okay, let's solve. So the answer is half. For cotangent, you just flip this. So the answer is 2. For cosecant theta, it is 1 over sine. So just take the value of sine. 1 over sine. So just do sum of arrangement here. So the answer is 5. Let's do for secant now. Secant is 1 over cos. So just take 1, divide by this value. So it is 5 over 2 set 5. So let's rationalize the denominator. Times set 5 set 5. So let's simplify this. 5 set 5 over 2 set 5. So cancel out. Now you are left with set 5 over 2. So this is your final answer. Now let's see the next exercise. Find the exact value of trigo functions of an angle given one of the functions and quadrant of the angle. So given that sine theta is 1 over 3 and cos is negative. So sine is positive, so either this is first quadrant or second quadrant. And then cos is negative. Obviously, we are in second quadrant. So in second quadrant, this is the house of sine. So only sine and cosecant will be a positive sign here. So now let's fill in what we know. Sine theta is 1 over 3. So put your theta here. And then sine is opposite over hypotenuse. So 1 over 3. So let's find this using Pythagoras Theorem. It is 3 squared minus 1 squared. Put it under square root. It is 8, which is 2 third 2. So now this is 2 third 2. This part is 1. This part is 3. Now let's find the 4 remaining trigo functions. Tangent theta. So tangent theta is opposite over adjacent, so 1 over 2 set 2. Don't forget to put the negative sign here because only sine and cosecant is positive. So now let's simplify. Multiply with set 2 to rationalize our denominator. So it is minus set 2 over 2 times 2. So our final answer is minus set 2 over 4. Let's see the next one, cosecant theta. So cosecant theta is 1 over sine. Let's find sine here. Okay, we can also get from the question, it is 1 over 3. So just solve this, this is equal to 3. Next, let's find cotangent theta. So that is just 1 over tangent theta. Okay, so just flip this. This is minus 4 over set 2. So now let's rationalize our denominator. Set 2 times set 2 is just 2. So 4 times set 2 is 4 set 2. So let's cancel out 4 and 2. So the answer is negative 2 third 2. Now let's find secant theta. So secant is 1 over cos. So 1 over, let's take the value of cos, which is adjacent over hypotenuse. So minus 2 third 2 over 3. This is minus because cos here in second quadrant is minus. So let's solve this. This is 3 over 2 third 2. Let's rationalize the denominator. So the final answer is negative 3 third 2 over 4. Now let's see this question here. Given tangent theta is 2 over 3 and theta is in quadrant 3. Find the exact value of cos theta. So since we are in quadrant 3, we know that tangent and cotangent here will be positive. So this is in line with what we are having here. So let's put the value for your triangles. Tangent is opposite over adjacent, so 2 over 3. So now let's find out what is our hypotenuse here. So let's use Pythagoras Theorem. Square root of 2 squared plus 3 squared. So this is square root of 13. Therefore, we know that this is now square root 13. We have 3, 2, and also square root 13. So let's find cos now. Obviously, this is negative because this is in third quadrant. So cos is adjacent over hypotenuse, so 3 over third 13. Let us rationalize the denominator. So times with third 13 in numerator and also denominator. So sec 13 times sec 13 is 13. So 3 times sec 13 is 3 sec 13. So this is our final answer. Let's see question 3. Given secant theta is equal to 2 and theta is in quadrant 4. Find the exact value of the remaining trigonometric functions. So let's see what do we have here. We are in the fourth quadrant. Add sugar to coffee. So this is fourth quadrant. So now cos and secant is positive number. So we have secant is 2. Secant theta is equal to 2, so let us open up. This is 1 over cos. 1 over cos is 2, therefore cos is 1 over 2. Let's fill in cos theta. Adjacent is 1, hypotenuse is 2. So we can find out what is the opposite side, which is just use the Pythagoras Theorem. So square root 2 squared minus 1 squared, this is set 3. Therefore, we have found out that this value is 1, hypotenuse is 2, and the opposite side is 3. So now let us find sine, cosecant, tangent, and also cotangent. So we know that sine will be negative, cosecant also will be negative, tangent will be negative, and also cotangent also will be negative value. Let's read for sine. Sine is opposite of hypotenuse, so set 3 over 2. So the final answer is negative set 3 over 2. Cosecant is just 1 over sine, so just flip this, so minus 2 over set 3. Let's rationalize denominator, so the answer is minus 2 set 3 over 3. Let's find for tangent. Tangent is opposite over adjacent, so set 3 over 1. Let's put a negative sign here, so negative set 3. And finally, cotangent theta is 1 over tangent. So just flip this. This is minus 1 over set 3. Let's rationalize denominator. So times with set 3 in the numerator and also denominator. So the final answer is minus set 3 over 3. Now let's see the next question. Given tangent theta is equal to half and sine theta is negative. So let's see which quadrant are we right now. Tangent is positive, so either quadrant 1 or quadrant 3. But sine is negative, so confirm we are now in the third quadrant. In the third quadrant, tangent and cotangent will be positive value. So the question asks us to find the remaining 4 trigonometric functions. So let's fill in. We know tangent theta is 1 over 2, so opposite is 1. Adjacent is 2, so now let's use Pythagoras Theorem in order to find the value of hypotenuse. So it is square root of 2 squared plus 1 squared, this is square root of 5. So let's fill in. The value here is square root of 5. So we have this as square root of 5, this side is 1, this side is 2. Now let's find for cos. So cos, let's put in a negative sign. Okay, so let's read for cos, adjacent over hypotenuse. So 2 over set 5. So the answer is minus 2 set 5 over 5. Now let's see for cosecant. So cosecant is 1 over sine. So let's find the value of sine. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse. So this is 1 over set 5. Alright, so 1 over this number here is negative, so 5. So next one, let's find for secant. Secant is 1 over cos. We already have the value of cos, so let's just put 1 over this value here. So the answer is minus set 5 over 2. And finally, let's find for cotangent theta. Cotangent is just 1 over tangent. So let's take the value tangent from the question. Therefore, the answer is 2. This is positive because you are now in third quadrant.